This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Sunday, January 24th, 2021. The title of this rant is, I say, convict every scumbag who entered the Capitol. And then I would add from that, the egregious assault on our democracy cannot go unpunished. So there was an article in the Washington Post yesterday indicating that there's discussion between the Justice Department and the FBI on whether or not to charge every single person that actually entered the Capitol building on January 6th. And they think that about 800 people went in, and it could be in the neighborhood of 100 less or 100 more. Let's just say 1,000 went in based on the normal 80-20 routine. 20% of the people that went in there did 80% of the damage. But then again, that means that the other 80% did 20% of the damage. They're kind of thinking that, there's too many cases. Maybe it'll take too long. Maybe it'll cost a lot of money. Some of these people might be sympathetic figures. They might get off. I just say... Again, the assault was too egregious not to go unpunished. Charge every single one of them the maximum charges that can be charged against them. Bring them into court, make them make bail, have them come back in court, have them be arrested in whatever state they are in, have all the newscasters out there when they get arrested. When it comes up to trial time, if you need to make a deal, make a deal. Because, hey, they're saying there's a lot of politics that are going on in all this. Like I said, some sympathetic figures. They can say they were following Trump. We got the impeachment coming up. Trump may even talk at the impeachment. So there's a lot of dynamics to this whole thing. But I say, bring them in, arrest them, charge them, the highest amount of charges possible. We'll find out more about some of these ones that didn't do anything in there. Make a deal, 200, 400 hours community service, stuff like that. Have them speak in court that what they did was wrong. That is what we really, really need. Maybe they can put a deprogramming thing in there too. But this can't go unpunished. Now, there's been a very quiet, I've noticed, in the last 10 days or so, that the Democrats had indicated that they saw a number of tours, January 4th, January 5th, within the Capitol building, large groups of people on tours that they hadn't seen much of for a long time because everything was cut back because of the pandemic. They weren't giving tours in the Capitol building. They didn't single out anyone, but one of the Republicans actually outed herself about it. But the thing has been quiet. And the reason why I think this is significant is the Democrats passed it along to whomever within the Capitol building who deals with security in that regard. And it's probably a good bet that it's not hard to find out who came in to the building. They have those records. That probably was sent to the FBI. The FBI has opened a case on that. We're not going to hear anything about that at all until there are charges. And I'm glad to see that if this is the case, that some of these Congress people will be charged in all this. But just to finish up, to say that someone who entered the Capitol building after police were beaten, after windows, doors were rammed, broken, ransacked, and they walk into the Capitol building and said, oh, I was just in there walking around and Trump said that it was okay. No, I don't think that's right. I think that they need to face the consequences of their actions. And I hope that the Justice Department and the FBI pursue every one of them to the fullest extent of the law.